Hi guys! Right, get ready because this is going to come across as like an angry rant. Oh, my first on camera! Hello everybody! I need to rant. I don't normally do this. Normally I'm like super happy and bubbly, and I feel like I kind of am still now, like I'm smiling, right? But I recently had a conversation with somebody that triggered me, and I need to talk to you guys about it. And I really want to get your perspectives as well, because I don't want to be like obnoxiously angry about something that turns out that I'm being the jackass. So would love your comments and opinions. But essentially I was talking to somebody and I casually was like, I mentioned how I was taking Chinese lessons, Mandarin Chinese, and how I was learning and practicing, and I thought it was going really well and I was really excited. And this person responded with just the worst response. And I get it, like it's different and things, but their response angered, saddened, but mostly just really disappointed me. So their response was, why? Which sounds really stupid. But then I was like, well, because I want to go to China one day. I'd like to live in China for a bit, and I think it's really important to learn the language. Their first response wasn't the one that messed me up. It was the second response, which was, but why would you bother learning language? Everyone will talk English anyway. No, no, that is so wrong, especially in an Asian country. But yeah, like I can understand that a little bit in a European country, but no, I have been many different places at this point, and granted, this person did admit to me that they haven't been really traveling outside the UK, but I've had many instances where I've been in another country and I've bumped into people, spoken to people, had next door neighbours from where I was staying, people who just did not speak either a word of English or had very bare minimal conversational English. And I don't care, like this person doesn't travel, so whatever, but they saw me learning another language as an utter waste of time. Which, if I plan to only ever stay in England, maybe, I mean, I still think everyone should learn another language, but the fact is, I want to go to the country that I am learning the language of. And like, as you guys probably, if you watch me a lot, you'll know that whenever I go to another country, I make it my mission to try and learn the bare minimum, at least, in the local language. And this is because, you know, to be understood, like I think it's far more respectful if you just say please and thank you in the local language. Often you get treated way better if you show that you're, you know, making an effort to learn the local language, and even if you get it wrong, you know, they appreciate it. Most of the time people are really just great about the fact that you're making an effort and you don't obnoxiously just come into their shop or whatever, or their restaurant, and just demand that they speak fluent English to you, even though you're not in England. But basically, yeah, I take it as a point of pride to try and learn the bare basics. And if you're interested in that, I've actually done a blog post with a little cheat sheet of, I think it's 24, maybe 22 essential phrases in 5 popularly spoken languages, and I think they are English, German, Spanish, French, Arabic and Chinese, Mandarin Chinese. And yeah, I did this because, you know, we all have access to the internet, and so in this day and age we don't have to spend like an arm and a leg buying a phrase book and poring over it and trying to work out what it actually means and, you know, how that sounds or whatever. We can just go onto YouTube and pick one of hundreds upon thousands of videos of how to pronounce stuff, how to say very basic things, how to say a number of different phrases in the local language, even local dialects and stuff. It's fantastic, and it's free. So I don't see why, if you're planning on going on a holiday somewhere, that you wouldn't bother even learning to say please and thank you. It goes such a long way, guys, and it shows so much more respect to the country and the culture and the people there and the language, that you're not demanding that they automatically speak English. And like I say, I've been to plenty of places where, yes, a lot of people, as soon as they realise that I don't really speak their language very well, they will switch to English, and I really appreciate that, and I respect their schooling system that they, you know, made it such a priority for them to learn English. Yeah, but the fact is, I have been to many places where I've encountered people who just don't speak English at all. When I was in Greece, the next door neighbour to me, who stayed in the property next to me, who was my point of call if anything went wrong, didn't speak any English. And that's not to say she's ill-educated. She spoke 2 languages. That's perfectly fine. It's not her fault. Like, she doesn't work in tourism, and she's in her own country. So why on earth would you expect her to just be fluent in English as well? And I didn't, and I think that's the biggest difference, is because this person said they will speak English. No, that's not true. And sure, you can anticipate that a lot of people may speak English where you're going, but you shouldn't expect it. And I always use this example. If you go on holiday to Japan and you go into a shop, why would you speak fluent English at the perfectly Japanese shop owner and expect them to completely understand you automatically? Now, it's my understanding again that a lot of people in Japan speak very good English. Fantastic, guys, well done. But there are a lot of places where that isn't the case. And if you flip that, you'll get the, you know, the perspective. So if you are a English shop owner or an American shop owner, and a perfectly Japanese man comes into your English or American shop and speaks fluent Japanese at you and just expects you to understand what they're saying, then of course you're going to come unstuck. And this person is getting frustrated with you because they don't, you know, you don't speak Japanese, but that's not your fault. And so flip it the other way again, then why would you expect someone, when you're in their country, to speak fluent English? Ooh, it really bugs me. And I know, like, a lot of people, if you're watching my channel, you probably love other cultures, you probably love traveling, or you're desperate to travel, and so you'll throw yourself into the immersion of it and all that, and really do your best to learn at least the basics. And I think that's all you really need. Obviously, if you're going to be living in the country for a long time, it really does help if you learn the language to a decent extent at least. I just think, oh god, pterodactyls. Anyways, that is my massive long rant, and I say, let me know what you think, because I know for a fact a lot of people, if they're just going away on holiday for like 2 weeks to Spain or something, yeah, they're probably not going to bother to become fluent in Spanish. That makes total sense. But again, just a few words, I think, just shows that you know, respect the place. And if you learn any particular phrases, I 100% recommend learning "I'm really sorry, I don't speak," and then the language in that respective language, because it's that immediate barrier, so that you're not gormlessly looking at people like, what? Like, there's that bit where you're actually explaining, okay, I'm not with you, I don't understand you, what's going on? And then they have the option to either try and find a language that you can both speak, or get by with some awkward mimes, which I've done before as well. And it's just not like an angry, hostile situation then, because you've broken the ice with, I'm really sorry, I want to understand you, but I can't, and therefore I'm not just obnoxiously talking English at you and expecting you to understand. So yes. Ugh, what's on my camera? God, has that been on my whole rant? Marked by a smudge. Yeah, so that was one of the reasons that I got into like a whole big rant situation with this particular person. No disrespect to this person, they're perfectly nice. They just didn't see my perspective on why I think you should learn the language, and I disagreed, obviously. So I thought I'd get your perspective on it, because like I say, I don't want to be just an asshat for no apparent reason. So what do you think when you go traveling? And I'm talking traveling, not just on a holiday. When you actually, well actually no, give me both. When you go traveling or on a holiday, do you bother learning like a little bit of the local language? Do you already speak like quite a bit of a lot of other languages or some languages? Let me know, because I'd really like to know. And also, yeah, tell me what country you're from as well, because like I say, I think this is kind of like an English speaking thing where we assume that everyone speaks English, because quite frankly, a lot of the times when we go places, a lot of people do speak fantastic English, and when we go traveling, our like French or German or whatever from leftover from high school sucks ass. But yeah, so let me know where you're from, what languages you speak, and do you agree, disagree? What do you think? Let's all keep it civil. It's all just a lovely, happy community of people, and I like other people's opinions and things, so yeah, let me know what you think. Anyways, sorry for the rant. Hope it made you think about some stuff, and it'll be back to the regular scheduled programs soon when I'm not walking home and tired and sweaty and disgusting. Leave a like for disgusting, Helen. Anyways, thanks for liking, commenting and subscribing, and I'll see you in the world. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye. Oh, my arms.